This week on the show, Sammy Duvalls Watersports has closed, Guardians of the Galaxy track has been spotted in Epcot, and also we will do the live reveal of our 100 subs giveaway. So stick around for all that, coming up on this week's show. Hi everyone and welcome to What in the World, the show where we take a look at all of the latest goings on in Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. We've got lots to get through with news on all of the parks, we've got the merchandise update, and we've also got the 100 subs giveaway. So let's get on with some Magic Kingdom news first. So for those who were looking for something to do in Walt Disney World but outside of the parks, Sammy Duvalls Watersports was always a fun option. Unfortunately, the water sports centres have now closed on August the 31st and used to offer parasailing, tubing, wakeboarding and also water skiing. They also used to offer boat rentals, which gave a different perspective of the resorts, and I did once hire a boat and zoomed around the Seven Seas Lagoon and have to admit it was really fun. Now, it's not known at any point if they will reopen, if Disney will take over them, if a third party will take over them, but stick around and if we hear anything, we'll let you guys know. So a section of the Rivers of America has now been fully drained in the Magic Kingdom. This comes 8 months after the refurbishment of the Liberty Square riverboats and began draining in mid-August. This will allow workers access to the tracks and the areas that are actually below the waterline. Now, the purpose of draining the river is so that steel sections of the track can be replaced, and this has now started to take place. There are extra track pieces on site, but it's not known if the whole track is being replaced or just the section that is currently dammed off. Tom Sawyer Island is open, however the Barrel Bridge is closed due to the lack of water. There have also been themed signs put in the Haunted Mansion queue and Frontierland, letting guests know of the refurbishment as well. Disney has told us that the refurbishment should be completed by fall 2018. On the show, we've been following Club 33 right from the rumours, the Magic Band touch points being installed and work behind the scrims. Just this week, the scrims at the Magic Kingdom Club 33 have come down, revealing some of the club's new facade. Now, from the photos, we can see the second floor balcony seems to be purpose-built for firework viewing, as it looked right towards Cinderella Castle, though the balcony seems quite small. But remember, Club 33 is very exclusive, so there might not be that many people, and memberships are only currently being sold to invited guests. The club is rumoured to be called the Captain's Quarters and take heavy inspiration from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Now, there's going to be 4 Club 33s, one in every park, but Disney hasn't revealed to us what the location of the Animal Kingdom Club will be just yet. First up in Epcot news, a quick Skyliner update, as the station at the back of Epcot at the International Gateway seems to be coming along quite nicely, and some siding has actually gone up onto the station now. For those who haven't heard, Disney Skyliner is a new gondola transportation system that will link Epcot to Hollywood Studios via the Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, Art of Animation and the new DVC Riviera Resort. Now, just this past week, a crane has shown up on site and started to lift the siding into place, and this now makes the station start to look a little bit more like the concept art that was shown previously. Just across the water from this, there is some land clearing taking place too, but I'm not sure if this is just to even out the landscape or if there's any other purpose for this. Now, the Skyliner has no official opening date as of yet, but it's expected to open in 2019. Now, back on the show round about a month ago on the 13th of August, we spoke about the Guardians of the Galaxy track and how permits had been filed indicating that the track installation would begin soon. The permits named the company as Adina Corp, who installed both of the new attractions in Toy Story Land. And it seems just recently that sitting between the Universe of Energy Pavilion and the Guardians Gravity Building, we can see 2 structures that look like the supports for the new coaster. The new ride will have the queue area and the loading and unloading area inside the old Universe of Energy Pavilion, and the coaster itself will be in the huge gravity building that is currently being constructed and is visible from most of Epcot, totally transforming the skyline. The Guardians of the Galaxy coaster is set to open in 2021. Earlier this week in Epcot, a newly unveiled family play zone has opened up. The play zone is presented by Ralph Breaks the Internet, and whilst it's all new as part of the International Food and Wine Festival, it will be a permanent addition to the park, and the sponsors will change seasonally. In other words, it will help advertise upcoming Disney movies. It's a basic children's play area with different activities for them to do, and also a climbing frame, and is intended for kids aged 5 to 12. There is also some seating for parents. If you want to check out the new area, it's located right next to Mouse Gear, opposite Test Track. So it seems that a week gone Sunday, Spaceship Earth had a little hiccup and ended up being closed for nearly all of the day. Early in the morning, the ride had closed down and the entrance door was actually fully closed. Now at the time, it wasn't shared what exactly was going on, but water could be seen streaming from underneath right outside the queue area. The ride did open back up later that day, and it was then found out that the sprinklers had been tripped by something, which prompted the really quick fire department to clear the attraction. Now after that, dryers then had to be brought in to dry some of the scenes out. People did get on the ride later on that day and reported there was no damage to any of the scenes inside. Disney has just released the name for what will be the new cantina in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The name given to the new cantina is Oga's Cantina, named after the owner Oga Gara. The cantina will serve food and drink alongside some of the colourful patrons, but Oga has a strict code of conduct to help keep some of the unruly folks in check. The details released also tell us that the cantina attracts some of the most disreputable characters in the galaxy, and you never know when stormtroopers or other familiar faces might show up. We also know that the music provided will also come from a familiar friend we've seen before. RX-24, or Rex as we know him from his Star Tour pilot days, will be the DJ in the new canteen. Star Wars Galaxy Edge is set to open at the back end of 2019. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were speaking about how some construction walls had gone up outside of the Chinese theatre in Hollywood studios. Well, now it seems it might be getting some internal work done too. Permits have been filed with the state, where we can see it states installation of scenes 5, 7 and queue installation. Now the address on the permit, if we take a look at that, is also the exact address of the Chinese theatre in Hollywood studios, and there is no end date on the permit either, which means that work will need to be completed 1 year from the filing date of this permit. Now we know the ride will be opening in 2019, and whilst there's no official date, rumours are pointing towards a summer opening for this ride. Beginning in September, guests will be able to take part in a brand new activity at Animal Kingdom Lodge's Jambo House. For $50, guests can partake in a Wild About painting class. The class is 2 hours long, and guests can also enjoy wine and alcoholic beverages while overlooking the savannah. They will start at 11 AM on Sundays and Wednesdays, and you can book now, but it is limited to 20 guests per class. Now this is scheduled to go right through to summer 2019, but if it does prove popular, it could be extended further. So Kilimanjaro Safaris has a brand new guest which you can view on your 2-week tour with them. Baby Ella, who is a 2-month-old Maasai giraffe, was born on June 29th. And been backstage for the last couple of months being nursed and bonding with her mother. The calf was named after an Amazon warrior, and at birth she was already 5 foot tall and has never stopped growing since. Maasai giraffes are normally found in Kenya and Tanzania and are classed as being vulnerable to extinction as a result of poaching. So next time you take a safari tour, look for the smallest giraffe in the herd, and that will be Baby Ella. So if you've been watching previous episodes of the show, you'll know that minivans have seen a lot of changes this year. The service to the airport launched in January, but this was limited to deluxe resort guests and was only one way. And in March, the service was then expanded to include guests at any Disney resort. Now, the service has changed again, and it's available for round trips to the airport. Journeys each way cost $150, so it is an expensive option. and unlike the normal minivan service, you cannot request this from the app. It needs to be arranged over the phone in advance. The service is available for flights arriving between 7 AM to 10 PM and departing flights between 9 AM and 12 AM. Let me know if you would take this service to or from the airport and if you think it's worth the $150 cost. Now, while we're talking about Disney transport, especially to and from the airport, let's talk about the free option. So Disney's Magical Express launched in 2005 and offers complimentary transport to and from Orlando International Airport. It also includes luggage delivery and airline check-in for Disney hotel guests. Now, just this week, the new look coaches have launched that we spoke about back in July, and we can see the design has a very close resemblance to the Disney Cruise Line and features the portal windows and some of the characters peering out of them. Along with the new look comes a very slight name change, which drops the plural of Disney's, so it's now just called Disney Magical Express. Like I said before, would you pay $150 for a minivan, or would you be quite happy taking the Disney Magical Express free option? A few months ago, Disney announced that the Designer Tee option at Disney Springs would be closing permanently. The shop closed this weekend for the final time after being open since 2009 and was a place where you could design your very own Disney t-shirt. However, this didn't seem to quite catch on, as the choices that you could put on your tee were quite limited, and also it didn't help that the store was stuck out of sight right in the back corner of the marketplace. Disney hasn't made any announcements about a replacement for the Designer Tee store at this point in time. So that's it for this week's news, so let's take a quick look at some new merchandise. We'll start with some new backpack and purse combos, and the first one we have is a Cheshire Cat themed backpack and purse. We also have a Orange Bird backpack and the matching purse, and finally the mini themed backpack and also the purse for that one as well. Now the backpacks retail at $75 and the purses are $50. Next up we have 3 new Toy Story phone cases. First one we have is this red one, which features Rex and the aliens, and then the second one features Zurg and the aliens. Now these two retail at $30 each. There's also this one which features Woody, an alien, and Mr. Potato Head, who are all striking the hitchhiking ghost's pose. Now this one actually glows in the dark and is $34. There is also a Maleficent headband, which is $24.99. And as the Food and Wine Festival has now begun, let's take a look at some of the merchandise we can get from that. Now we'll start with this Dooney and Burke Magic Band featuring Chef Mickey and Minnie, and this also comes with a magic slider as well. Now this retails at $48. We then have some salt and pepper trash cans for $9.99 and also a Mickey themed set for the same price. There's a tote bag for $29.99 and a Mickey Mouse mug for $15.99. There's wine glasses for $14.99. There is a Tervis for $26.99. Cap for $24.99 and this bottle stopper for $12.99. Now there's loads more food and wine merchandise, so I'll leave a link in the description if anyone wants to check out the full range. Lastly, for the merchandise update, there is this brand new dress which is inspired by Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and this retails at $128. So on the last show we reached that magic number of 100 subscribers, and we opened up a giveaway to win 2 sets of Oofuffies, a Finn Funko Pop and also a Webbo Funko Pop keychain. Thanks to everyone who entered. We have got a few entries, and also a big thanks for me for all the comments, not just on YouTube, but on all the interactions on social media that I have with you guys as well. So as I normally film the shows on a Saturday, the draw closed on Friday, and what I'm going to do is use a random comment picker and pick who the winner of the actual draw is going to be. And what we'll do is we'll just put the screen up here so you guys can see it. So what we'll do, we'll put the link in and then we'll click on start. A good luck to everybody who has entered the draw, and the winners are the couples. So well done to you guys. Thank you everyone so much for entering the competition, and thank you so much also for all the interactions we have on YouTube, Facebook and also Twitter as well. I'll DM you guys the couples just to get some info from you so we can get the prizes posted off to you. I have got them all boxed ready to go, so we'll get those sent off ASAP. So that's it for another episode of the show. If you did like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, as that really does help us out. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you never miss any future uploads of the show or the vlogs we normally do. Now you can find us through the week on Facebook and Twitter. where we'll have all of the latest news and also some bits of Disney history as well. All that being said, that just leaves me to say, well done to the couples, and we'll see you real soon.